Now, here's something extremely important to know. Just because it's not required by law or potentially required by a third party does not mean that you can't be held liable. Occasionally we'll get a client that says, if the coverage isn't required, we don't want it, right? If the lender's not requiring it, if it's not required by a governmental entity or some type of third party, we're not going to buy it. Hey, I get that, it's your money. But the risk that you can open yourself up to as an organization many times far outweighs any of the cost of potentially getting the insurance. And again, that's your decision. It's just my job to make sure you're aware of it. Now, most all of my clients have a workers' comp program. Occasionally, sometimes my clients will maybe take over a new apartment community. Maybe it's being operated by a small, maybe a family or maybe a single location, single community operator where they might not have, or depending on the state, they might not be required by law to have workers' comp. Now, here's something extremely important to know. Just because it's not required by law or potentially required by a third party does not mean that you can't be held liable. I'll give you an example. Florida's one, many states are this way, right? If you have an employee and they're injured on the job, that does not preclude the employee from coming and recovering damages because of their injury from you and your organization. So work comp is structured to be the primary insurance for that, to take care of the employee ongoing. In fact, there's no end cost or end limit to a work comp claim. Most people don't realize that. Many states, the average work comp claim is up over 6 figures. So a couple $1,000s of savings could easily save you, 6 figures on the back end. Any questions on this? Make sure your work comp structured correctly. Make sure you have the proper insurance in place. Feel free to book a consult at SpartanRiskManagement.com. Be happy to help you out.